Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am the Sparkle Queen, aka the Angel. I am away and I'm filming this from the bathroom of my hotel. So I want to make a very quick video. I will not be long. It's just about people that are suffering from mental health. I felt led to share this video after seeing a lady, a black girl on the African American on YouTube, explaining that she worked for NASA. She is a psychotherapist. Her clients were male, and she wondered, I'm not sure how many people she had as clients that were coming to see her, but I suggest it was probably a few. That were suffering from mental health, and mental health doesn't mean always schizophrenia. It could be depression or eating or sleeping, and there are words for that in the scientific world, but we're just racing through this. And ultimately she tried to give them some form of nugget on how to release that pressure. And what I was hearing when she was speaking was that even though people want help, and those men came to her, the psychotherapist, for some type of support, some help to release these feelings or these bad habits that they have picked up, they wasn't ready for the truth. And the truth is that anybody studying psychology, anyone studying psychotherapy, that we know, because I also too studied psychology. At one stage I wanted to be a psychotherapist, but when I found God, I realized it was conflicting with the Bible, and that what we study in psychology or psychotherapy is false doctrine. That it is designed to make you stay in the position of mental health and take medication, or to keep psychotherapists, therapists in all sense of the word, anyone under that psychological, clinical psychologist, in employment. Because if people are getting better, then people will start to wake up. But we are so programmed as a nations, as people, that whatever we've been fed from birth till now is what we tend to want to believe in, particularly those that do not follow the word of God. Every form of mental health issue is spiritual, and that is the truth. There are ways of lifting mental health off of you, but it's not done through science. Science is formed by taking people, like 100 participants or individuals, experimenting on what makes them feel depressed, taking a correlation of information, putting it into and I'll try to keep this simplified, so I'm not using words that you're not familiar with. Anybody that's a psychotherapist might more or less will get what I'm saying. Taking that in data then, and they will put that into a computer. That will calculate some numbers, and that's how they come to their conclusion on who suffers from this and what area, what population is that, and this is how they come to their consensus or their conclusion then. Certain effects that we human beings can get is spiritual. Many of it is because we need delivered, and many of us are not in the faith. Many of us, for different reasons, choose not to be in the faith. But unfortunately, your faith is important to your manuscripts. If it's your manuscripts to life, and it's the word of God, which is your bread and butter to surviving this world, in understanding your purpose, and ultimately allowing your mind to be spiritually healthy. And the Lord controls the mind. And what you think, and if it's not the Lord, then it's the opposer, which is Satan. Now, in the Bible, it says we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but principalities. Now, it does go on more, but I'm rushing through. What I'm saying is that when we are sick, it is not a fleshly thing. This needs to be a spiritual thing that we target. And many people are under spiritual warfare and can't identify it because they're not in the Bible. Now, when you are in this type of employment, for anybody that is a Christian and they want to pick up psychology, they want to be a psychotherapist or a clinical psychologist, a clinical psychologist, if you do not have some type of push about the information that you're giving to your clients, then you are not really in the Word of God either, because it should convict you where you realize that what you're spewing to the people is debunked. It is a load of crock. And when you're having these talking therapies, or people that having problems and you actually know the answer to their problem, but you've signed a code of conduct of how you're going to run your practice or work for someone else's practice, and you're not allowed to say these things, you start to realize that there's a pattern, and the pattern is they don't want you to get well. They don't want you to recover, and they do not want you to recover from your sickness, because ultimately it allows them to become rich, for you to stay spiritually sick, which is then ultimately downpour and all the other downfalls that come with that. Because it's only a matter of time when those spiritual sickness take over, you now can't perform in your job, therefore there is no income, therefore there is housing issues where your house is affected, your children's finances is affected, and then you start to fall back into a state of poverty, and it's all part of being a trap. Free yourself, and please stop being so scared of the truth. The truth is there to set you free, whether you want to believe it or not. And just know that what you've learned from childhood up until the point you found God, everything before that, you're going to have to erase it and start again, because what you've been fed, even myself, has been a load of lies. Okay, I am the Sparkle Queen. I hope that makes sense. Anybody that is actually suffering from mental health issues, pick up the Bible and read for yourself, and you will start to make sense of really the reality, and no more denials, but the reality that you are living in. Okay, bye.